Hey guys, welcome to Ollie's Zoo. As you can see, this is definitely not my bedroom. I'm actually going to take you a bit more into my personal life today, showing you what I'm doing for my dissertation, which is part of my honours degree qualification that I've been studying for the last 3 years. I'm just trying to keep my voice down because there's people outside and I don't want them to think I'm a weirdo just speaking to myself. So hopefully it comes alright on the video. But what I'm actually doing, as you can see, there's 7 rubs there, and they've all got my favourite snake in them, royal pythons, when you guessed it. And what I'm doing for my dissertation, for those of you that don't know, a dissertation is like a large theoretical experiment that you undertake for a few months, and then you write up about it later on and present your scientific findings and see if they were significant or insignificant, that type of thing. What I'm going to be looking at is preferential behaviours in royal pythons in relation to what colour of food type do they prefer. So do they prefer white coloured mice, rats, or do they prefer dark coloured mice and rats? I've got quite a variation in sample size, 5 males and 5 females, including Alfred, King and Bella, who are obviously at home. And then these snakes, I'm going to take them home after my study, and hopefully they'll be the foundation for some good breeding projects, because there's a lot of different morphs and things like that, so which I'm really happy with, that I've purchased some beautiful snakes. So I'm just going to show them off to you today. But as you can see, the housing of these rubs is very similar to what Bella's in at home. It's an 18-litre rub with simple like water reciprocal, quite bark substrate, and 2 hides in each rub, so that the snake can decide whether or not it wants to be in the cool hide or the hot hide, so that it can thermoregulate its temperature better. So I'm just going to go ahead now and show you some of the snakes that we've got. This is Mitch. He's our fire royal python, and it's a particular type of morph as that. And as you can see, the sort of golden coloration on him is a lot more prominent than it would be on just a normal royal python. I don't know if the video does it justice really, but he's quite something. And what the fire gene does, when you mix it with other morphs, it enhances the morph. So I could put him with spider royal python, say, and in theory you'd create a super spider, so the spider morph would be enhanced. But there's so many different things that you can do with this mutation. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to producing some babies from Mitch. So yeah, he's really cool. He's a male as well, roughly about 5 months old, so he's got a lot of growing to do yet. This is Bailey. She's our first female that I've got here at uni. She's a spider yellow belly. So as you can see, she looks very similar to King. She's got those webbed patterns on her. But then running down the side of her body here, there's like a lime yellow line that runs all the way down her body. Well, I think that's yellow belly, or at least the breeder that I bought her off believe that's yellow belly. But she's definitely more than a spider mutation, because she's a lot better looking than King, to be honest. And what's awesome as well is that she hasn't got the head wobble, which King has been plagued with his whole life. So that's really good to see. So I'm excited to get some babies off of her as well. You know, imagine mixing Mitch with this beauty and getting some, like a super form of this morph. But as you can see, she's lovely and tame. Quite inquisitive really for a youngster. So yeah, she's really cool. Beautiful snake. Next up we've got Rhonda, and she's a female. I'd roughly say about 9 months, maybe even a year old. She's a decent size for a juvenile, and she's literally just like a female version of Alfred. She's so placid, so chilled out, great to handle. But what's exciting about this snake is that she is 100% het pied. So She's heterozygous, so heterozygous for pied. So pied is a mutation. For those of you that don't know, it looks like the snake has literally just been painted white in different parts of its body. It's a beautiful mutation. And the reason that you know she's pied, if you can, I can just show you. On the tail there, those train tracks. A lot of people believe that that means that the snake is het for pied. Some people don't, but I'm going to put my faith in the people that say that it is het for pied. I hope it is anyway, because pied is one of my favourite morphs and I'd love to have some someday. So hopefully, if Alfred is het for pied as well, the babies of these two will be 100% piebald. So yeah, awesome stuff. Can't wait to get working on that. Now this has got to be quite possibly the most beautiful snake that I've ever had the privilege of owning. This is Finn. He's a male and he is a queen bee, which is quite ironic because obviously, you know, he's anything but a queen. He is a king. I mean, look at those patterns. I don't know how well the camera does this justice, but that white coloration there, it's as white as ice cream. It's as white as snow. It is stunning. You know, and parts of his black coloration along his body, you know, those webbed markings, that's like a faded chocolate brown. And then his eyes, he might even have a bit of blue-eyed leucistic in his genetics, but they're crystal white, they're crystal blue, those eyes. So if that were the case, we'd get some stunning babies from this guy. But again, you know, if he produces some female queen bees, mixing one of those with Mitch, the fire, and you'd create a super form of this snake, which would be mind-blowingly beautiful. So who knows? In any case, he's a corker, champion of snake. Beautiful. This is Jessie, our female het for orange ghost. So again, like Rhonda, she's heterozygous, so she's going to pass that mutation down onto her offspring. And if I was to pair her with another heterozygous orange blast, then the babies will be 100% orange blast when they come out. When you look at her upon inspection, she just, again, looks a bit like a normal, but I mean, the camera sometimes just doesn't do these snakes justice. She's got such a beautiful lemon brightness to her, like more exceptional than like a normal royal python would. So, and the orange blasts, they're stunning as well. So I'm hopefully going to be able to produce some of those off of her. But you know, it's a while off of that yet. I'd have to find another het, orange blast. I don't know how easy that'd be, but we'll see. This is Jeff. He is by far the grumpiest snake that is in this lot. He's so nervous when you handle him. He's struck for me a few times. I've yet to be bit off him, so I'm hoping that isn't going to be down. But he's in defence mode. There's no doubt about it. I can feel the poo, actually like coursing through his body. So he's obviously quite frightened. But he's a yellow belly royal python. Again, nothing particularly remarkable about him upon inspection, other than that slightly more than average yellow brightness in his scales. But again, you know, an offspring off of him, mix that with Mitch, the fire, and you get, you know, a super yellow belly baby, which would be, you know, a stunning snake, I'm sure. So I'm just going to put him back. Don't want to upset him too much. I'm working with him, you know, like I've been handling him the most out of them all, but he's so nervous. Such a nervous snake. So it's going to take some serious handling to get him to trust me, but we'll get there. And then last but not least, we have Lumpy Space Princess, or LSP for short. And she is a lemon blast royal python, and man, her and Finn, can you imagine the stunning mutations that you get off those two snakes colour wise? I don't know how well the camera does her colours justice, but she's so pretty. And it was funny because when we were at Doncaster acquiring these snakes, I was a bit sceptical at first looking at the lemon blast. I wasn't too sure on the colour as a whole, but I'm so glad that that we purchased her because she's beautiful. I believe that they're a mix of pinstripe and spider. So, and you can kind of see that it's got like the speckles of a pinstripe and then the webbing pattern of a spider. And she's a little fidget, for a young royal python. They're usually really shy. They just sit there like slugs most of the time. But she's so placid and so chilled out. What a beautiful snake. So yeah, I think we'll leave it there for today, guys. I can't believe that this video hasn't actually been interrupted by anybody. So I'm not going to dawdle too much, otherwise that'll probably happen and ruin the whole video. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Give this video a like. Tell me what your favourite morph is out of the ones that I've got. I'd really appreciate that, guys. See you on the next video. Bye.